Hello, heroes and Zargons. My name is Matt, or Blackbird if you prefer, and this is the Trials and Tribulations of Zargon, a series which details the many ways in which the Emperor's heroes foil Zargon and his minions in their plots to conquer the Empire. In it, we'll review the published quests and any house rules or modifications we're using to make the game more interesting and challenging. In this episode, I'll be discussing and ranking all of the evil spell cards in the game. In creating his leveling system for the heroes, David wanted to expand the wizard's magical abilities, but not create any new spells. Instead, several cards from the leveling deck give the wizard access to the evil spells in the game, usually reserved for Zargon and the monsters. My rankings for these spells are from the perspective of the wizard gaining access to cast them against monsters. This changes the usefulness of a few spells, so I wanted to be clear about that from the start. For the sake of space, I'll be making two ranking lists. First, I'll talk about the chaos spells in the game, including the original 12 spells and the Frozen Horror and Mage of the Mirror expansion chaos spells. Then I'll make a separate list for the Wizards of Morcar expansion, including the High Mage, Storm Master, Necromancer, and Orc Shaman spells. I'll be using a generic tiered ranking system that I got from tiermaker.com, with F being the lowest rank and S being the highest. Let's get into the 25 chaos spells. I don't really see much use for spells that remove equipment from monsters. So few monsters even have any equipment. Rust, while useful for Zargon against the heroes, is an F when wielded by the heroes against Zargon. Werewolf's Curse, from the Mage of the Mirror, is likewise an F. Even if we're saying that a monster turned into a werewolf would be controlled by the wizard for that one turn, it's still only a 25% chance for the curse to take effect. Just kill the monsters and be done with it. Escape, I put in rank E. Separating the wizard from the rest of the party isn't advised. If you designate the dungeon exit as the location to place the wizard, then the rest of the party is still left to fight their way out, short one companion. I gave Veil of Mist and Swift Wind rankings of E from the hero spell decks. Skate, from the Frozen Horror expansion, is a spell that essentially combines those two, so I'll bump it up to a D. In certain spots, it could be useful to get a hero out of trouble. Ice Wall, also from the Frozen Horror deck, gets a D as well. Just like Wall of Stone from the Protection deck did, and Wall of Flame and Wall of Ice will when I get to them. They block heroes from monsters, but they also block monsters from heroes. There are 5 spells I'll place in rank C. First, Ball of Flame. This is the same as the hero version of the spell. It can cause 2 body points of damage, but allows the target a chance to block. The Frozen Horror spell Chill only causes 1 body point of damage, but it's automatic. There is no chance to block. Fear has the chance to reduce attack dice to 1, and Mind Freeze has the chance to reduce movement and attack to 1 die and defense to 2 dice. Reanimation, from the Mage of the Mirror, lets you raise any defeated undead monsters in a room. If you find a room with several undead creatures, and other monsters as well, this could be fun to use. Moving up to rank B, we also have 5 spells. Sleep and Tempest are the same as the hero spells of the same names. I ranked those a B before, so they stay that way. Command works similar to those spells, giving the caster potential control over the target's actions. The Mage of the Mirror's Mind Blast also is similar, paralyzing the target until they roll to break the spell. I ranked Dispel from the Protection deck an F, and the High Mage Dispel will get an F also when we get to it. The Mage of the Mirror deck has a spell by the same name, but it is not the same spell. This Dispel is a free action that lets you try to block an incoming spell, much more useful than the other Dispels, so this one rounds out our B ranking. Zargon has a few powerful attack spells. Firestorm, Ice Storm, and Lightning Bolt all cause multiple body points of damage to multiple targets. These 3 spells start our A rank. Cloud of Chaos is essentially sleep for multiple targets. Sleep got a B, so this one gets an A. Mirror Magic is a free action that not only blocks a spell, but also sends it back toward the caster. It's also automatic, whereas Dispel was not. The only thing holding this spell back from S rank is that there's so few monsters that cast magic, so there aren't many opportunities to use it. Summon Undead finishes our A-ranked spells. We've house ruled that summoned monsters working for the heroes only live for 4 turns if they aren't killed sooner. Even still, a lot can happen in 4 turns during a big battle. Summon Orcs and Summon Wolves get the nod over Summon Undead to go up to S rank. Summon Undead gives you a 66% chance to summon 4 monsters and a 33% chance to summon 5. Summon Orcs gives you a 50% chance for 4 monsters, an equal 33% chance for 5 monsters, and a 16% chance for 6 monsters. More monsters equals better ranking. Summon Wolves doesn't give you as many monsters, but it gives you by far the most powerful monsters you can summon with magic. Stronger monsters also equal better ranking. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I place a premium on healing in this game. Soothe and Restore Chaos also get ranked S. I'd give Restore Chaos an S+, because it's the most powerful healing spell available, giving back up to 6 body points. That wraps up the Chaos spells in this game. Now onto the Wizards of Morcar decks, including the High Mage, Storm Master, Necromancer, and Orc Shaman. Each of these decks has 6 spells, for a total of 24. I said before that I would rank the High Mage Dispel spell an F. I'm doing that now. I also said that spells which remove equipment are ranked F, so the High Mage's Rust and the Storm Master's Thieving Wind are put there as well. Just like before, Escape gets ranked E, and Wall of Flame and Wall of Ice get ranked D. There are a few new spells that get ranked D as well. We'll start with Blinding Sleet. This lasts for 1 turn and blocks all movement, ranged attacks, and spells in a room. It still allows for melee combat though, so basically it just freezes everybody to duke it out with whoever they happen to be adjacent to. The Necromancers Raise the Dead and Skulls of Doom get put in our D rank as well. Raise the Dead lets you summon 1 skeleton to a room if a monster has been killed in that room. 1 skeleton's okay, but not a difference maker in a battle. Skulls of Doom is just a ranged attack for 2 combat dice. More powerful than a dagger, less powerful than a crossbow. Finally, Madness, which allows the caster to take charge of the target's movement for 1 turn, but not their actions. Rank C once again has a duplicate spell. This time, Fear is being repeated. After that, we have Deathbolt for a single target and Earthquake for multiple targets, both of which cause an automatic 1 body point of damage. Hurricane, which forces the target to be blown backwards in a straight line, goes into rank C, mostly because of the house rule we added, which states that the target, and any figure the target bumps into, takes damage related to how many squares they've moved. Shield of Protection and Sharpened Blades from the Orc Shaman are nice battle buffs for your party, but they only last 1 turn. Rank B has most of the monster summoning spells from these decks. Summon Mummy, which summons 1 mummy, Call Skeleton, which actually summons 2 skeletons, Summon Orcs, which, unlike the Chaos version of this spell, only summons 2 orcs, and Summon Goblins, which gives you 4 goblins, but I mean, come on, they're just goblins. Rank B also gets Spirit of Vengeance, which is essentially a ranged attack worth 4 combat dice, and Strands of Binding, which inhibits the target's movement and attack, although not their defense. Orc Berserker lets the target take an extra turn of movement and attack. This is similar to Time Stop from the Elf spell deck, which I ranked an A. Also going into the A rank is the Storm Master's Lightning Bolt. This is slightly weaker than the Chaos version of Lightning Bolt. The Chaos version travels as far as it can until it hits an inanimate object, causing an automatic 2 body points of damage to all heroes and monsters that it hits. The Storm Master's version only travels 6 squares and attacks with 3 dice, which can be defended against. I still think it's a powerful enough attack spell to warrant an A ranking. And going into rank S for these groups of spells is nothing. There are a few good spells, as I've mentioned, but nothing mind-blowing. And just to repeat myself again, these rankings are based on what I think the usefulness of these spells would be for the wizard gaining access to them, not for Zargon using them against the heroes. Please like, subscribe, and check out our other videos about individual quests and house rules we've implemented, and let me know if you agree with my rankings or what you'd move around if you think I'm totally off base. Let's plot together in the comments below.